most predominantly Latino neighborhoods. Walk out of their classrooms just before noon in order to speak out against ongoing immigration enforcement.
Hundreds of students walked out of class today in West Suburban Aurora to protest ICE. And that protest came after students clashed with police a little earlier this week. Our Marissa Perlman reports that incident has Kane County prosecutors now taking a closer look.
Today's walkout took students through Aurora neighborhoods here to downtown Aurora.
Walked out of Dallas ISD high schools to protest ICE immigration actions.
Walkouts were planned at least half a dozen schools for today. Fox 4's Sean Rabb.
USD students walked out of school today to protest ICE actions in LA and across the country.
Go home, you little shits.
Keenan Willard is live at LA City Hall with the message we heard from students today. Keenan.
Annabella was powerful and unified. Those hundreds of students coming together.
Oh, powerful and unified. Also playing hooky.
Several-hour affair here. Students walking out of the classroom saying that
playing hooky. Get the fuck back to school.
In their communities because of immigration actions.
Oh yeah, they're real concerned.
Los Angeles. You can see some of the video. We were overhead when some of those walkouts happened in the streets, following those students as they made their way out of multiple.
It's a little blurry on purpose. Whatever.
Walkout protest,
including
leaving from Woodrow Wilson High School.
Student walkout underway right now in North Hollywood.
Rich Prickett live overhead. Hi, Rich.
Hi, we're on Lancashire Boulevard where you can see some of those students that are walking. You know, they were all together in one intersection in front of North Hollywood High School.
Some of them fucked off to McDonald's.
The amount of students that actually had walked out, it was several hundred that we could see from various high schools here in North Hollywood. Of course, this is a student-led protest, anti-ICE, and they are now marching through the streets of North Hollywood. Everything seems to be peaceful. On occasion, we'll see the LAPD just kind of help remind the kids to try and stay on the sidewalk.
Help them skip school. Good cops.
This protest at another school can return tomorrow. Channel 2's Audrey Washington.
Good, suspend them.
Drew High School in Riverdale.
They haven't done any favors.
The student says the school initially suspended her for 2 days.
Good.
She did, but she told me that all changed later
on it's different.
In the afternoon. First, I just want to show you that student attends this school right here behind me. It says in big, bold letters, walked out of school without permission.
That's right.
I feel like I have the freedom of speech no matter what age you are. Everybody's voice should be heard.
This Charles R. Drew High School student believes because she made her voice heard, she is now paying the price.
Too bad you haven't hit 18 yet. Even if you're 16 or 17, you could drive still. No, that's not how we do things.
She asked I not show her face of every student entrusted.
So not much going on at that school. She should just leave school permanently. She's not learning anything. Yeah, she's not learning anything at all. Steve Hilton says, far-left activists are radicalizing high school kids to skip school and take on ICE. This is what you get when far-left activists take over the teachers' unions and teacher unions take over the schools. They're putting kids in harm's way by sending them into potentially violent confrontations, but perhaps even worse is the long-term harm they're doing by denying kids a proper education. No wonder we have some of the worst math and reading scores in the entire country despite spending nearly the most. As governor, I will get the politics out of our schools and education back in. Yeah. Let me show you mine. This pop-up marching protest by high schoolers would happen at my bus stop today of all days. You know, when I was a Chico of 17, 18, kids didn't need a reason to skip school. Nah, it's different. It's different. Like, I'm different, right? We want ICE out. No, now I have to deal with law-breaking little shits skipping school from high school when these fuckers would have skipped years ago for cholo/lazy reasons. Anyway, if ICE wasn't here in Los Angeles, the police or SWAT would have to do it. And if you defund any kind of National Guard, the gangbangers would take over, and they are far worse. Fuck these ungrateful kids and the adult drivers who honk their horns to encourage them to keep going. ICE stays. That's the hashtag. So I bought a Valentine for somebody. This is a female I see in real life. I'm not dating her. I don't know how she feels about me. But I went to pick up something, pick up a package, and then go and visit her. She's one of those people I see in the neighborhood. We don't hang out. We don't go on dates. We don't hang out at parties. But I've kind of known her for, I would say, maybe 9 years, maybe since 2017. So I thought I would do something really nice and get her just a box of, what is it, Sour Patch Kids? It was the black cherry flavor for Valentine's and a little post-it note. No big card, no box of chocolates, no poem, no proclamation of feelings, just very simple. Very simple, but obviously a little on the nose to say, hey, what's up? I want to check you out. So I did all that on Friday morning. And I take the bus stops. I take the metro buses from where I live all the way to Monterey Park. And what do I see on Friday morning, the 13th, not the 14th? So I got her the Valentine's a day early. I told her, hey, I'm just not going to be here on Saturday. It's too much work. I'm not going to be there on Saturday. So I gave it to her on Valentine Eve. What do I see at the bus stop at around 10:30 to 11 in the morning? I see hundreds and hundreds of kids. Most of them haven't even gotten like they're learning how to they know what fucking is and they want to try fucking, okay? But they're learning how to fuck because they haven't figured it out yet. And they look too little to be driving a car. So they look like either junior high or early high, like maybe freshman year of high school. So they're all out there with their ice signs and shit. You know, I was talking about this years ago. I did even a comic strip about my neighborhood kids from 2010, how they would skip school and go to like Astro Burgers and fuck around. The cops would catch them, and that was a fictional setting. But those kids that lived across the street from me in 2010, they were criminals. Most of them are in jail now, so it doesn't matter if I told the truth or lied. They're all criminals anyway in real life. But here you got the future criminals, hundreds and hundreds of kids. So when I was a kid, because I was a kid in high school once, a few times, kids would skip school because they wanted to go hang out with their gangbanger friends, their cholo friends, peanut or pocket. Girls would go hang out with their boyfriends, their cholo boyfriends, and skip school the whole day. And it used to be they would call, this was the 90s, so they would call up your parents or guardian to say, you know, your kids are not home. Where are they at? Oh, I don't know. I'll go find out. You know, okay. Could you let them know it's important to stay in school and they need to come back or else we're gonna have to expel them. Okay, yeah, all right. I'll let them know. So that was back then. Now they knock on the front door and they tell you, hey, you know, your kids are not in school. Where are they at? So the wokeness now, if you were to look at white kids, I mean Italian, German, Scottish, British, Nordic. Congratulations, Norway, for the Olympics, getting the most medals. Nordic, Swedish, Finnish, French kids, any white kids, right, in America, if they're skipping school, it's because they're being brainwashed by their fucking extreme woke parents who hate Trump for any reason. So they're out there skipping school with their protest ICE signs, okay? They think they're making a difference, but they're really full. I mean, their parents are full of shit, so their kids are full of shit. If it's Mexican kids, if it's Latinos, we're skipping school because we don't give a shit, okay? So I can see Megyn Kelly looking at the Latino kids. Oh, they're probably scared and they're concerned. No, Megan. No, Megan. No, Megan. No, they don't give a shit. Sorry. You got to be a Mexican to detect other Mexicans. We can detect each other. We have that telepathy. We know what's going on. And so it's been an epidemic. It's been like a catastrophe of hundreds of thousands of kids across the 50 states skipping school, okay? We are United States men and women. We are Americans, but we are United States and United States men and United States women. You have the right to protest after school. You have the right to protest on a minimum day. You have the right to protest on a holiday, but you don't have the right to protest when your dumbass is supposed to be in school. Now, I saw one video of the cops getting into fights with the students. You know, these students are trying to fight the cops, and then one cop was trying to like beat up one of the kids. So I saw the video. I'm not sure which footage this was, if this was at San Antonio or LAUSD. I think it might have been LAUSD. And one of the cops was being dragged by the other guy, like, all right, come on. Like, he was gonna beat the shit out of one of those kids. during the scuffle, the confrontation. It was a helicopter shot. So he's like pulling him. So he's here, right? The kids are way over here, and he's trying to fight one of them. And so the other cop's just trying to drag. Okay, let's go. Try to drag him somewhere, back to the cop car. And it's so bad. But these kids are fighting with the cops. You have one out of context fake news narrative where, oh, I didn't do nothing, but the cop beat me up, and the mom is mad. Why is your kid skipping school, mom? Let's ask that question first. Why is he skipping school? Why isn't he in school? Okay? And kids as young as 12. I mean, we're talking about kids at gang recruitment age for Mexican gangs, okay? 12, 13, 14. Why are they skipping the fuck of school? They can't do whatever the fuck they want. They should not be able to do whatever the fuck they want. They should not be able to go. So I was at the bus stop. I saw all these kids, and all these adults are just honking the horn like, yeah, go kids, go. Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And did I take pictures? No, because one, they're kids, and two, there wasn't enough time because as they were coming in, I saw, so I'm looking at the bus taking me northbound, and I'm seeing that bus taking me northbound, and they come just like 30 seconds late before those kids get to the bus stop. So I knew what was coming, and I had to walk away from the bus stop, but I couldn't walk away from the bus stop because I wanted my bus to go all the way to where I got to go. Hey, I got shit to do. I don't got time for these kids. So I just walked through them like I didn't give a shit. Hey, you don't give a shit, Chicanas, Chicanos? I don't give a shit either. That's the problem with Mexicans versus Mexicans, okay? We don't give a shit at all, okay? So I don't care what your excuse is. You're skipping school because you don't want to be in school. It's final exam day. It's midterm day. I see what you're doing. I see you. And it's kind of pissing me off. So, like, the more we try to escape the social media and the fake news and all the internet stuff that tells you how bad politics is, when you go outside your front door, what you see, you know what you fucking see. You know what you see. So, yeah, there's a lot of jailbait and a lot of dumb boys and girls. So, I have to weed through all this shit, get to the front of the bus, tap my card, and get out of there. That was a mess. Stupid kids. Stupid school. And I see the comments and they say, well, how come the school's not getting sued? Why don't the teachers get sued? I don't know what's going on with LAUSD. How can so many schools allow this to happen? Why don't they anticipate it happening? Why, in my old private school, there was like one security guard. He would say, do you have your ID? Okay. And Enrique was our security guard. Sometimes he would check to see if you have your school ID. Other times he doesn't. It's like, do you have your ID? Okay. It was a Catholic Salesian school. So lastly, I'll say that something's got to come out of this. I mean, I know there are truant police officers. They're supposed to be police officers. These days, the parents get a ticket for what the kids are doing. Okay, we have a building, children. We have a building by Monterey Park. We have a building. Actually, where is that building? It's somewhere between Los Angeles. Yeah, it's by Cal State LA, CSULA. You know what that building is? That funny building? It's the children's courthouse. Your stupid asses are going to be there whether you want to or not. You try doing this a couple more times. Good. That one girl that got suspended, good. You're not suspended for having your beliefs. You're suspended for skipping school. Now, if you want to just talk politics in school, you should. As long as you're respectful to everyone else and everyone's respectful to you. That's what high school is there for, to get your ideas out there. And if your parents are lucky enough or dumb enough to get you social media, then you could talk about your politics there too. You could make YouTube videos. You could do whatever you have to do. But going out there and skipping school where the worst of people could get at you and the worst things that could happen, that's on you. Stay in school. How fucking simple, how fucking difficult is that? Stay in the fucking school. Do that different thing that's been done for decades.